Alright, check this out. Area 51. You know the deal. Secret base, government cover-ups, but what if I told you one kid with a keyboard almost cracked the whole thing wide open? So get this, some college student, totally bored, types up a joke on a Facebook page. A joke. He goes, "Let's all storm Area 51, they can't stop all of us." He's just messing around, wants to see some little green men. No big deal, right? Wrong! The internet absolutely loses its mind. We're talking millions of people, millions, RSVPing to this thing. It is not a joke anymore. Suddenly, the US military, yeah, the actual guys with the jets and tanks, they're forced to put out a statement. They're on high alert, spending serious cash and scrambling all because of a meme. So thousands of people actually show up in the middle of the Nevada desert. It's a total circus out there. Did they find any aliens? Did they breach the gates? Nah. But here's the real story, the part nobody talks about. It was never about the aliens. It was about a joke that got so out of control, it made the most powerful military on Earth flinch. A meme. You just can't make this stuff up. So who's the mastermind behind this whole military meltdown? You thinking some kind of super hacker, a political genius? Nope, meet Matty Roberts. Back in 2019, this dude is just a student in Bakersfield, slinging vape juice part-time and making memes online. Your average guy, right? So one night, he's listening to Joe Rogan talking about Area 51 with that Bob Lazar guy, you know, the supposed whistleblower, and bam, an idea hits him. He hops on Facebook and makes an event page. The plan? Pure genius, or pure insanity, you decide. He tells everyone to show up at Area 51 on September 20th. And here's the best part, the strategy. Get this, they're all gonna Naruto run at the guards. You know, that ridiculous run from the anime with your arms straight back? The logic? He literally wrote that it makes you move faster than their bullets. Now, Matty's on record saying this was all a joke. He figured maybe 50 of his buddies would see it and laugh. He had no idea what was coming. He didn't just light a match, he basically threw a lit stick of dynamite into the internet's gas tank. So Matty throws the joke out there, and the internet takes it and just sprints. We're talking faster than any Naruto runner. In just a couple of days, that Facebook page completely blows up. Forget 50 people, we're talking thousands. Then hundreds of thousands. It gets so big, celebs are jumping in. Lizzo, Miley Cyrus, they're all talking about it, pouring gasoline on the fire. Before you know it, over 2 million people click. Going. Another 1.5 million are interested. The meme is officially a monster, and when a meme gets that big, you get mainstream panic. News channels are reporting this thing like it's a real military invasion. So the US Air Force, yeah, still them, has to issue this super serious warning, basically saying, don't even think about it. And get this, the FAA shuts down the airspace over Area 51 for the event. They shut down the sky. But here's the kicker, the moment it gets real, the FBI, the actual G-men, they show up and start questioning Matty Roberts. Can you imagine the feds knocking on your door over a meme? Suddenly, it's not so funny for Matty anymore. He's the face of this runaway train he can't stop. He does the math and realizes if even a tiny fraction of these people show up, it's gonna be a total disaster. So he tries to pivot, yelling, "Hey, let's do a music festival instead." Even calls it alien stock. Cute. But it was way too late. The idea was already loose, and it was barreling toward the Nevada desert with or without him. Alright, so it's September 20th, D-Day, the day of the big storm. The entire world's media is out there in the desert, cameras ready, expecting total chaos. Are we gonna see 1 million people charge the gate? A standoff with the military? What's gonna happen? And the reality? It was weird. And honestly, kinda lame. After all that hype, all that panic from the government, about 150 people show up. 150. Not an army, not a mob, just a small crowd looking for a good time. So is there a big charge? A dramatic showdown? Not even close. It basically turns into this super strange tailgate party. At the edge of the world, you got people in tinfoil hats, guys in full-blown alien costumes, holding signs like "Free ET" and my favorite, "I'm just here for the memes." And yeah, people did the Naruto run not to dodge bullets, but for the news cameras, for the gram. See, this wasn't a raid, it was a pilgrimage for internet nerds. A chance to meet the other people who were all in on the same ridiculous joke, just to say, I was there. And the cops? The military? They just watched from a distance while this massive threat turned out to be a bunch of harmless goofballs. Get this. After all the warnings, all the money spent, Only a handful of people got arrested all weekend, mostly for like stepping over a line. An absolute nothing burger. Okay, so the party's over, everyone goes home, but now it's time to talk about the bill, because while the raid was a joke, the price tag was very, very real. Get this, Lincoln County, this tiny little county in the middle of nowhere, had to shell out over $250,000 just on security. But that's nothing. The US military, they dropped an estimated $11 million. All to get ready for an army of Naruto runners that never showed up. Insane. So what about Matty Roberts, the kid who started this whole circus? You'd think he'd be rolling in cash, right? Wrong. He says he made, wait for it, $1,700. $1,700, mostly from selling a few t-shirts. The guy causes an $11 million panic and walks away with less than $2,000, and it gets worse. On top of making no money, he gets dragged into this messy legal fight over that alien stock festival he tried to throw. So not only is he broke, now he's got lawyers involved. A total nightmare. Since all that chaos in 2019, Roberts has basically gone ghost. He stepped away from the spotlight. So here's the bottom line. Matty Roberts created a multi-million-dollar global moment, and all he got were some legal bills and one crazy story to tell, only on the internet. So at the end of the day, the Storm Area 51 invasion was a total bust, right? No one got in, no aliens got out, but that's not the real story here. The real story is how the internet can take one dumb joke and turn it into a global movement that has the US military sweating. It's proof that the line between a meme and reality, that line is gone, completely erased. Think about it. Maybe those people in the desert were just looking for aliens. Maybe they were just looking for other weirdos like them. A real life comment section right in the middle of nowhere. You want more stories this crazy, where the internet gets way too real? You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. We're out of here.